Hope you can see me through the sun's glare. Beautiful morning. Decided to go for a walk today and then do some dips and pull-ups rather than my press-ups. I took the advice of Simon Morris and reined it back a little bit, work on the auxiliary muscles within the movement and then try and improve it. Okay, so great advice. Lots of retraction, etc. Try to, counterbalance. Gonna go back to a subject we talked about last week about diet, and just to let you know, talking about diet, say good morning, sweetheart. There we go. So if we talk about diet, as I said the other day, it has to be a diet that's suitable to the individual. I personally think I design the best diets in the world. There's a surprise. But unless it's compatible for the individual, then it's a waste of time. So you have to have speak to your client, have an analysis for your client, work out the sort of foods they enjoy, their lifestyle, adherence to diet, etc. So, go away, think about what they want out of the diet, whether it's to put on weight, lose weight. I mean, we ban the word diet around and we automatically think about a reduction in calories. It sometimes could be an increase in calories to put on more muscle mass. Most of the guys out there want to put on a bit of weight. Certain things like creatine and that are fantastic. It's something I take on a daily basis, given the fact that I'm 52 years of age. I believe it's one of the proven supplements that you can take. We guys take supplements for the sake of it sometimes, but if you again go around, do your bit of research, creatine is something that's going to hit the spot on a daily basis. I've seen actual evidence with my clients and myself, the improvements you can make, and as soon as you stop taking it, you start seeing a gradual decline. Okay, but anyway, so getting back to diet, if you were looking about going to a shop and buying a diet from the shelf, I guess something like intermittent fasting is probably my preferred choice of diet if I had to choose one. I mean, you got the keto diet, which great if you enjoy eating 85% of your diet from fats. The vegan diet everyone's talking about at the moment. Again, as I said last week, balance is key in that. So trying to have that balance between good healthy vegetables, good clean proteins, healthy fats, etc. Within moderation, but in the right amounts. And there's certain criteria that a keto diet fits perfectly for. And obviously from an ethical point of view, etc., the vegan diet would do that as well. But if we had to choose a diet and I had to go and pick one off the shelf, it would probably be intermittent fasting. And my preferred protocol with that is 16-8. I do have a problem with the 5-2 diet. It kills me that evidence suggests that it's successful, but I believe that's in the short term, not the long term. Human nature dictates that we will eventually start abusing any sort of process, whether it be training, diet, etc. And that doing what you want for 5 days and then starving yourself effectively for 2 days. And it may not start by starving, but my experience again with clients, talking to them, they tend to stick to it correctly to start with, and then over time they start to have blowouts on the 5 days, and then eventually end up virtually eating nothing for 2 days. And I'm a huge fan of consistency, as I always say, and if you can consistently do the right thing, and it's easier for me, easier for my clients really, to adhere to the same protocol on a daily basis. Obviously changing, some people don't want to change. Some people, they say to me, design me a 7-day intermittent fasting diet and I'll stick to it, and that's fine for them. But obviously variety is key to longevity. So giving people a huge variety of foods within that, great, and the protocol, but if you want, you can look at my website, www.wrightpt.com. I've got several diets on there. Intermittent fasting is one of those on the 16-8 protocol. Or you can look at someone like Jim Stepani. He's a huge fan of, great guy to follow, huge fan of intermittent fasting. Alan Bornstein wrote a fantastic book. If you haven't read it, go and read it, The Alpha Male. It probably changed I read it on holiday one day and it changed my philosophy on a lot of things for a man of my age and moving forward. So I guess what you can take from this is find a diet that suits you, do your research, Any diet will work as long as you eat in a deficit of your maintenance calories, and that maintenance calories has to be dictated by your activity levels, your height, your weight, your age, your gender, your training, etc. All these sort of factors have to come together to give you a new daily maintenance total, and then you work back from there. And as I said last week, you can either increase or make the deficit easier by increasing your activity levels, adding an extra walk every day, doing a training session. I mean, it's not just easy to say go jump on and have go to the gym. Some people just don't enjoy that, so they may enjoy going for a nice morning walk, a nice afternoon walk. Do it with purpose, and that sees a huge difference as well. Some people they'd rather eat less. It's easier for them. Some people can't control what they eat. I had this conversation with someone the other day about Easter, and they want to eat an Easter egg, and I know their character suggests that they don't. And I'm not. Listen, I haven't got a problem. We've got a stack of eggs in there that I'm working through at the moment, but I'm also very aware that I have to do something to counterbalance that. Okay, so I knew this person's character didn't allow him to have that egg and be on point for the next 2 or 3 days. There's a tendency in whatever he does to once he's had a blowout like that, it takes 2 or 3 days to come back from that, which is fine. But again, it's not conducive for success in following a diet, especially in times like this when mentally, physically, we're kind of compromised a little bit. Anyway, so take those points on view. I'll take that view on point, I meant to say, and I'll come back tomorrow with some more little chats. Okay, thank you, bye bye.